listening to Short Inspirations from Ralph, Lord of the Second Chance, Part 1. When I was a young man, I owned a reasonably powerful motorbike, and I enjoyed that for a few years, and I lived in a place called Invercargill in New Zealand, and every now and then I would travel on this motorbike between Invercargill and Dunedin. And I remember one time it was Boxing Day, day after Christmas Day, and I was travelling north from Invercargill through a little settlement just out of Gore called Pukerau. And I must have been going over the speed limit, which wasn't hard to do in a motorbike like that, and I got stopped by a traffic cop. And I don't remember exactly how much over the speed limit I was doing, but he was a fairly serious sort of chap, and he was writing a ticket out for a fine, and I chatted away to him as I do, and said to him, look, must be pretty hard on you and your family having to work on a public holiday. And I got friendly with him, talked to him, and then he turned round and he said, oh, you're not such a bad chap, I'll give you a warning only. So he wrote across this ticket that he was writing, warning only, to my relief. Actually, what he had given me was a mulligan. What's a mulligan? Well, it's an American term, golfing term, that means after a very poor shot, you don't count it on the scorecard. And if you're playing with other players, they give you a mulligan. It's getting off scot-free when you don't deserve it. It's a second chance to perform an action, usually after the first chance went wrong through a blunder. Now I want you to imagine if in your life you went through your life and all the blunders and sins and things you did wrong, your regrets, the things you've really mucked up on. Imagine if you received a massive mulligan and you got off scot-free for everything you've ever done. And do you know what the incredibly good news is? You can receive this mulligan. You can be forgiven for everything you've done. Washed clean, as far as the east is from the west. Taken away, removed, forgotten. This seems too good to be true. It seems almost far-fetched that you and I could have our misdeeds, our sin, our black hearts, our thoughts, our actions over the years that were clearly wrong, just scrubbed out like that. But it's true. It is very true. And if you read Ephesians 1 in the Message, it says this: because of the sacrifice of the Messiah, that's Jesus, his blood poured out on the altar of the cross, we're a free people, free of penalties and punishments chalked up by all our misdeeds, and not just barely free either, abundantly free. Incredible. The problem that many of us can have is that we just can't quite believe that. And with people, many people, there can be a deep sense of disqualification. Yeah, it's good for other people, great for other people, but not for me. The good news of the gospel is this: it is for you. He can qualify you to be in his presence forevermore, actually, and remove the disqualification, remove that sense of doesn't apply to me. Yes, it does. God bless you.